What is going on, guys? It is May 25th, 2026. We just got back from San Francisco and we're back home now in Philadelphia. Quick little life update. I just finished my gap semester in college. So I would have finished my junior year at Georgia Tech, and I have one more year left in college. It just seems like not too long ago that I started college and I was this little kid going into college, leaving my hometown and starting a new life. And in the blink of an eye, 3 years went by. And here I am now. I'm about to move to New York City for the summer in a couple days, and it's my first summer in New York as an adult in college. I am very, very excited, but honestly I have no idea what to expect. My freshman summer in college, I studied abroad in China. My sophomore summer, so last summer, I worked at a startup in San Francisco, and I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh and exciting, so why not spend another summer in a new city, and this time it's New York City. To reflect on this gap semester, honestly, if I'm being genuine with you guys, it has been probably one of the hardest periods, 4 or 5 months periods of my life, one of the hardest chapters of my life, for sure. God put me through some challenges that I had to face straight up, and I fell flat on my face a lot of times. I made a lot of mistakes and had a lot of failures, but I'm coming out of this gap semester and entering the summer with a fresh slate. It's like no matter how much you fail, how much you lose, at any point in your life, you always have the ability to just restart and start fresh again, and that's what I'm doing. My whole life I've been this shy kid, someone who is insecure about the way I look and how I present myself. But as I move into the summer and to the next year, the rest of this year, I want to embody a new persona, and I think that it's very important. It's all about how you think about yourself, how you see the world, and your perspective in your mind. And so as I go into the summer, I want to work on self-growth in terms of becoming more intellectual, becoming more well-spoken at how I talk to other people in front of the camera, etc. I really want to work hard in the businesses and really make something for myself, whether that's a personal brand online where I'm actually telling my story and being genuine with my content that changes people's lives around the world. I think that's something that genuinely fires and excites me to create and to put it out into the world. I think that's a big goal of mine. As all of my friends and my peers in college, they're getting big tech internships, they're getting corporate jobs, and for the past 3 years I've been going down a path that not many people have gone down. And it's very interesting because there isn't a playbook, there isn't a path laid out in front of me, yet I've taken the most amount of risks that I ever have in my life. I have learned and grew so much by just getting out of my comfort zone and doing things and meeting people and networking and putting myself in positions such as San Francisco, being in a highly tech-driven, ambitious city full of young people that genuinely changed the trajectory of my life. And I know that being in New York City this summer is going to have a very big impact on where my life heads. So if there's anything that I've learned in the last, couple months on this gap, last couple years in college, it's that don't be afraid to go after what your heart is calling you to do. And for me, that was to create a lot of things. I was very interested in the startup space initially last year because I just saw people building and creating really cool things, and I knew that I had to move to SF last summer, and I did eventually make it. So I think a message to my younger self would be, when you go into college, just the people that you surround yourself with is probably very, very important. And I was lucky to have genuine people who were driven and excited to be a part of the journey, and that genuinely made a big impact on who I am today. Is like the people around me, is the friends that I made in college have I don't know who I would be if not for the friends that I made along the way and the people I met along the way. And I think something I want to work on this summer is just being a better person, and being a better friend to the people around me and the people I care about, and really just fostering and taking care of the existing relationships in my life. Something else I learned is everyone say you have to take big risks when you're young, and that is true. So I'd say if you have a dream in this world, you should go at it. Go at it with full force, and sometimes it takes a lot to take that first step and to defy what has been considered normal in your life. So I'd say just take the risk, do the thing that you've always been thinking about, and just go at it. Go at it, don't look back. And that's pretty much what I would say to my younger self. I'm still not a perfect person. I'm still working on myself and being someone that is respectable, that is a man of his word, that is a real businessman, a real entrepreneur, a real hustler. You know, I want to make it to the big leagues, and in order for me to make it to the next step, next level in my life, I really need to work on myself, work on the habits that I entail every day, work on fostering the relationships in my life, and I'm going to be working at an app studio this summer. I think it's genuinely going to be a blast, so this video is proof of just who I am right now. Honestly, I'm at a pretty low point in my life. I've been facing a lot of challenges and trials and tribulations, but I know that this period is just one of God's tests for me to face and conquer, and I know that as soon as I do conquer it, it's going to be a lot of blessings from here on out. Yeah, I mean, this year has been truly transformative in the most unexpected ways. I was working in San Francisco. I had a stint where I was traveling for a full month straight in San Francisco and then Los Angeles, back to San Francisco, and then I got flown out to New York City. I went back home to Philly. I spent a couple weeks in Atlanta to say goodbye to my friends in April, and then I went on a family trip to Japan and China in May. It's the end of May, and if I'm being honest, I feel refreshed and I feel energized to go at it this summer again. And if I look back to a period where things were just absolutely beautiful, a time where I was so fucking happy and everything felt so perfect in my eyes, would be fall semester of my junior year, so September, October-ish of last year, so 2025. I entered my junior year being the most confident, the most convicted person in I believed in myself so much. I was delusional that I was gonna build the greatest journaling app in the world. And you know, I was going on beautiful dates with a girl. I was living in a frat house with my best friends, and I was genuinely just making content and living life to the fullest. And I haven't really had that feeling since then. And it's been like 8 months since last September. It's May now. Going into the summer, I want to live life to the fullest again. I want to have that excitement, that energy, that passion, that genuine passion to just be the best version of myself, to be the best that I can be, and go after every single thing and life max, as they say. So yeah, I mean, this video is proof that just raw thoughts of where I am now and where I see myself in the future. I don't really know what is going to happen after I graduate. I have 2 semesters, so 1 more year left in college. It's crazy to think that I'm going to be a senior. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen after college. I think I want to reevaluate my thoughts after the summer passes, and I have 3 main big goals for the summer. First, become really good at consumer and business. So learning how to build funnels and garner attraction and going viral with TikToks. I think that's what I'm going to try to learn at this startup that I'll be doing some work for. And then second is building my personal brand and content and genuinely just telling a story, telling this journey of myself, trying to become the best that I can be, trying to become a better person, figuring out life in my 20s, feeling so incredibly lost, but finding peace and fulfillment in my day-to-day. That's the kind of story that I want to portray with my content. So that's number 2. Blow up with and build a real audience on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. And then number 3 is just self-growth. It's working on myself. As I said earlier, working on becoming better at communication, speaking with more conviction and confidence and clarity, and waking up every day just focused and energized. Walking into a room being the most magnetic and charismatic person, right? These are all things that I can work on as a person, and becoming a better friend to the people around me and going on dates. I think this is just the 3rd thing that I want to work on. So these 3 big things. So yeah, we're gonna start the summer, New York summer. A lot to look forward to, but yeah, I mean, just wanted to make this video, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one. See ya.